obviously, you know you love yourself some LeBron James.
Yeah. You know they're gonna happen. He to go. He to go.
He's not.
Say it with me. He to go.
Let me just give you these numbers. So through age 29, Mahomes has more wins, Super Bowls, MVPs than Brady at the same age. With that being said, Lewis, I want to ask you this. Would Mahomes pass Brady with a Super Bowl win?
All of this, that it's not close, really. But the question is, if all the stats all lean towards Messi, then why is there such a heated debate?
What? Everybody used to say who's the best, Michael Jordan or
Who did you
LeBron?
think was the best?
They
Who did
said,
you think
who's
was the best?
Kobe or LeBron?
Who did you think was the best?
Guess what the story is now?
Who did you-
Who's better, LeVar or Michael
Ain't
Jordan?
nobody think about no damn
Is this
ball.
nigga serious?
Today, we really utilize the term GOAT in international sports, or also known as the greatest of all time. And this term is usually used in comparison and contrast, as well as debates and arguments over these sports. This term was made during the 90s and has since then been used to categorize the greatest of the greats, whether that be sports, music, or other professions. But enough about that backstory. Today we are going to cut to the chase and discuss the current day GOAT debates and settle this beef once and for all. Now, I grew up in America, so I won't include soccer into this, meaning the Messi and Ronaldo debate, because I don't know shit about soccer, nor who is better, which I'm guessing is Lionel Messi since he has more trophies, but I'm too lazy to do my research about a sport I don't watch. But I know it's Messi though. Today I will be discussing the two popular GOAT arguments in the US, and that is Michael Jordan versus LeBron James, Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes, basketball, and mainly football. A lot of people may think these debates are stupid, which I am one of them, not gonna lie. But some people really do have a different insight on why these players should be considered the GOATs of their sport. Of course, we're gonna cover the statistical aspects of each player as well as resumes, but we're also gonna throw in one more criteria that people leave out when defining a GOAT player. Okay, let's get into it, man. First take. See what I did there? First take, you know, like the show. Stephen A. The first take I will make today for Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes debate specifically is that Patrick Mahomes is not better than Tom Brady yet. And the reason why I say yet is because looking back at Patrick Mahomes' accomplishments thus far, he still has many years to go to be able to reach Tom Brady's achievements. He's been in the league for only 8 years. And I am a Patrick Mahomes and Chiefs fan saying all this. Look, I'm never discussing who is the greatest of all time. We have to take into account of not just statistics, but also accomplishments. Accomplishments is the main thing people nowadays in this generation leave out. Although stats do play a factor, resume does too when discussing the GOAT of a profession. Tom Brady has 15 Pro Bowl appearances within his last 23 seasons. Patrick has 5 within 8 years, meaning he has 7 more years to go to beat or match with him, which is not that much of a big deal. I mean, it's a Pro Bowl. Who really cares nowadays? Tom Brady has 3 MVPs and 5 Super Bowl MVPs within his 23 seasons. Patrick Mahomes has 1 MVP and 3 Super Bowl MVPs within his 8 seasons, which though says a lot considering he has more than half as many seasons to go. But here's the icebreaker. Tom Brady has 7 Super Bowl rings, and Patrick Mahomes only has 3. All of these reasons is why Patrick Mahomes can't be conceived as the GOAT of the NFL yet, but he most certainly can when he reaches as many rings as Tom, or can achieve a historical 3-peat, which has never been done in the NFL. We could go over stats each year, but that would take forever, and stats can mean nothing if one can't accomplish the big thing, which is championships. Now, I am always open to seeing different insights on how maybe titles shouldn't matter, because I mean, they should. But that's one factor people have to include in GOAT debates, which are accomplishments, not just numbers that can change at any time and any moments due to whatever reason. Tom Brady still remains the GOAT of the NFL until Patrick Mahomes can accomplish what he has accomplished, or if he can accomplish something historical that Tom hasn't. Still having 15 more years to go. Both are unique and remarkable players, but resume speaks for itself. Kermit, I'm sorry, but your time is not here yet. Now on to the last and final take of the video, and arguably the biggest GOAT debate in all of American sports. Michael Air Jordan versus LeBron King James. Oh man, see, this is where audiences can get split. Because this argument, while to some it's an easy answer, it is not so easy and it's also complex. See, this is where I go back to the statistics and accomplishment spiel. Because if we want to go over stats, LeBron dominates in those fields. But if we want to go over the important factor, which is accomplishments, then that's Jordan. Which leads me to my final take of the video. LeBron James is not better than Michael Jordan. I wish this was a given to most people, but due to the amount of glaze and actual diehard LeBron fans there are in the world, it's split 50-50. But the truth is that LeBron is not Michael Jordan. And according to his retirement plan for the league, he will never be better than Michael Jordan. And here's why. Over the course of this whole video, I discussed accomplishments, meaning being more important than stats per game, because the impact someone makes matters most of all time. LeBron James has played longer than Jordan, playing 22 seasons while Jordan only played 15. which is crazy because Jordan has 6 rings and LeBron only has 4. Plus, Jordan was able to get a three-peat, which is something LeBron didn't do. In fact, LeBron went 5 whole seasons without getting a ring. I do believe if LeBron played longer, although I know the nigga is like 40, he can most definitely become better than Jordan, since all of his other stats can surpass Jordan by a long mile. The fact that LeBron is consistently putting up historical numbers at 40 years old with the whole ass son in the league with him on the same team is mind-boggling. But he hasn't accomplished what Jordan was able to accomplish. Sure, back then it was more physical, which can help Michael's argument, but it wouldn't be fair since today players have gotten more talented, which helps LeBron's argument too. One major takeaway that you can give LeBron is that he's won on multiple different teams due to his greatness. But at the same time, it was never just LeBron getting teams their rings. Because in Miami, he had players like D. Wade and such. On the Cavs, he had players like Kyrie and such. On the Lakers, he had AD. Now he has fucking Luka. There has been instances where LeBron has had help, but also instances where he's been carried. So not all of his rings were solely because of him. But you can also say that Michael had some help, since he had players like Scottie Pippen, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, John Stockton, Karl Malone, shit like that. But the fact is that Michael Jordan has had less seasons than LeBron and accomplished more, not going 5 years without a ring and even three-peating, while LeBron had 22 seasons and is now retiring with less rings than Jordan. That says a lot. I'm not trying to ride Stephen A. Smith's trope, but I mean, he has a point. As great as LeBron is, unless he accomplishes what Mike did, then he will continue to stay below him, unfortunately. 50,002 points is crazy though, in a regular and postseason, that's wild. All up to 40 years old, but that wraps it up in 7 years. Tom will continue to be better than Patrick unless he gets as many rings or a three-peat. And LeBron will never be better than Jordan overall unless he accomplishes the things that Jordan has, which is more titles. Because stats can tell a lot, but what really matters is if you can get a trophy for your franchise at the end of the season. And I'm sure many can agree. If LeBron keeps playing with the condition he's in and gets more titles, then sure, he can be a candidate. But if not, then we know the answer. Both are all-time greats though. All of these athletes are remarkable. Road to 1K.